Okay, so last week we actually painted the outline of our flowers and our vase. So this week we are actually going to be painting the flowers and the vase and the background and the table. And we are actually not going to be using any water, and we are not going to clean our brush today. You're going to be doing what's called a dry brush technique. So we're going to create this whole picture using a dry brush. So, and remember, we are doing like an impressionist style painting. So that means we're just kind of giving the illusion that there is a vase of flowers, just an impression that there is a vase of flowers. We're not doing any detail. If you notice, I have no detail in my flowers. They're very abstract. My leaves, my vase, my background is very abstract, and I just kind of have light reflecting everywhere. And actually that's what happens in nature, is you actually have all of the colors from the flowers and the vase would be reflecting in the light all in the background, on the table, in the background. So all of these colors would actually be reflecting everywhere in the surroundings of the vase as well. So today you should have a paper that looks like this, depending on whether you did your orientation hamburger or hot dog. Today you are going to have paints, and I actually tried to do the lightest colors here and the darkest colors here, because what I would like to do is kind of start out with some lighter colors and then move into the darker colors. But it doesn't matter, because we're doing the dry brush technique and all of these colors are going to be splashed in the background anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Okay, you also have white. We're going to need that as well. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get that vase painted. And actually, I know I did a lighter color vase here, but I think maybe a darker color vase would probably look better. You can do your vase whatever color you would like. I think I'm going to do, because I want purple flowers, I think I'm going to do my vase blue. So you are going to dip your brush into your blue or whatever color that you want your vase, and you're going to paint it. Okay. Now this part I actually want to paint and fill in. Like, I don't want to see any orange, but if you're going to notice the rest of the picture, I'm going to tell you it is perfectly fine to have some of that, the color paper that you chose, for some of that paper to come through. That is perfectly fine. So I'm going to color the vase and I'm going to fill it in. Alright, and then before I move to a new color, I'm actually going to clean my brush on my paper, because again, the light would be reflecting this blue all over the place. It would be scattered all over the place. So I'm actually going to clean my brush, and you can do whichever direction you want to do. I'm going to clean my brush by just cleaning it on my paper. Now I'm going to go into my flowers. So I think I definitely want yellow. And again, I'm going to have some blue on here, and that's okay. And I might have some green, and that's okay. Do you see how I've kind of made green here? But that's okay, because actually that's kind of what would happen. Is the yellow flowers would actually kind of have some green in it, because the blue from the vase would be reflecting in the flower. And I think I want a couple of those. So before I move to a new color, I think I'm going to come over here and I'm going to have another yellow flower. And again, that does not have to be perfect, and you can actually leave some of your color through. That is perfectly fine. And again, I'm just going to clean this brush off. Got a lot of green. You see that? And see how that would really happen in nature. I would have a lot of green in my background. If I had that blue vase and I had some yellow flowers, I would have some green. All right, and now I think I want some purple flowers. I'm going to color some purple flowers. Now, on the projector, you can't see. It looks like it's blue, but it is not. It is a really pretty purple. You just can't see it through the projector. All right, I think I want a couple of purple. Maybe I want 3 purple. All right, and again, I'm just going to kind of Get a little bit of that color, scratch it off, and I am cleaning my brush. I'm going to all this empty space in the background, and I am cleaning my brush. Perfect. And it's still dirty, and that's okay. Again, in nature, the purple would be in some of the other colors as well. And then I think I want some red flowers. So I'm going to pull in this red. And I think I'm going to leave some of that orange through there. I actually like that. And red here. And I'm going to pull some of this red down at the bottom. And you could do whatever kind of strokes you want. Clean it off. We're just going to pretend like that light is just reflecting it all. And now I'm going to color my leaves green. And if you want to actually fill these in, you can. But again, it is an abstract piece of art. You can leave some of that orange. I think I might leave that. Leave your background color. And again, I'm just going to take and I'm just going to kind of clean my brush off. Okay, now I'm going to pick up some of this white. I'm going to pick up the white and I'm going to color the table. And look at how those colors, see how it kind of picks up all of those colors? If you notice in real life, if you really develop that artist eye, you will notice all of the different colors that will be picked up around the surrounding area of an object. I'm actually going to leave some of that orange. I kind of like that. Color around here. Now I've got this beautiful white table. I also want to add a little bit of a reflective light on these flowers. So I think I'm going to pretend like my light source is coming from this way. And voila, I'm going to have some reflections on this side of the flowers. And let's see, if my light source is coming from here, that means I'm probably going to have a bright little shine on this side of the vase. So if you want to do that, you may. And if you want to pick up a little bit of yellow, just add a highlight in your leaves. I actually like the yellow highlight in the leaves instead of the white. Alright, and so you should have something that looks about like this. And do you see how my background, the orange, comes through? I've got all the colors from my vase. If you want to add a little bit of the white to your background, you can. But again, you don't want it to be perfect. Do not paint this like you would if we were just going to paint a realistic picture. You don't want it to be perfect. You want that background color to come through. Remember, this is abstract. This is impressionism. That means we're just giving the impression that there is a vase of flowers. No detail. And we want all that light scattered all over the place. All right, perfect. So this is about what you should have when you are done. Have fun. Turn it into the drying rack. Get a light, clean your hands, clean your tables.